Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome to Aquarian's kitchen. Welcome to Aquarian's kitchen. Welcome to Aquarian's kitchen. Welcome. It's a welcome. So, good afternoon to everyone. Good welcome to the kitchen. Aquarian. Hi, Derek. How are you? How are you? Derek Pro. Good. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming in. Welcome. Welcome and thank you. Derek, you have on the first person in this morning, the first person uh, to get your crown. And it's the lavender crown. Welcome. Thanks to YouTube. Okay. This morning, it's the day when I am doing a sweet potato pie. What is this? Quantum's Wave. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being in the kitchen with me this morning. The kitchen is the best place to be every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. The best place to be. Okay? So, if you're hungry, the kitchen. If your stomach is the kitchen. If you're thirsty, the kitchen. And every category of person is found in the kitchen. The teacher, the nurse, the doctor, the dentist, everyone that you can name is found in the kitchen. Yes, because this part of the house is the most important part. The other part is not as important as here. Why? You will have to leave every other part of the house to be in the kitchen. Everything that you need, you will have to leave to get in the kitchen. So it's the most important and talk about in the house. And anywhere you're going, if you're driving and you feel hungry, you're going to look for the nearest kitchen to pull over and get something to eat. The best part of the house. Anyhow, without any further ado, for those that are out of my time zone, I just welcome you to the kitchen. Mother Capricorn, welcome to the kitchen. A big hi to you. The kitchen is the best place. And see what your name is? Mother. Where mothers are always found in the kitchen. Young mother, big mother, whatever mother is found in the kitchen. So, welcome to you in the kitchen this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever your clock is saying to just now, that's the time. Anyhow, I am doing some sweet potato Patrick Doon. Mmm. Nice. Of course. Welcome. And welcome to those of the new recent subscribers. I welcome you. And thank you for all your support. For those that are supporting me over the months and year, thank you for the support. For those who are subscribing, listening, just about anything you do, it's a form of support. The numbers may not big on the screen that we have 1,000, 2,700 and persons like that or like in the live, but whatever you do, they have a saying that said, um, um, every little one that say every little make a muddle. Hey Jay, long time I haven't seen you, Jay Dovey, D-O-V. Jamaica, are you not celebrating independence today? Today is Jamaica Independence, 6th of August, 1962, when the Union Jack lower and the green, gold, and black was raised. So today is, yes, thank you. If you are in the States, there are places in the States that are celebrating the Jamaica independence. I don't think it is as nice as at home. Yeah, rallies, welcome. Today I am doing a sweet potato pie. Now, a pie, we always talk about the shepherd's pie. And whatever the name is, the shepherd's pie. But if you are a meat person and you have leftover meat, this meat, that meat, whatever piece of cooked meat you have, you can all get it together and you can get a pie out of it. So you don't have to have one straight meat if you are a meat. Amit, how are you? Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the kitchen. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. And as you come in, you can touch the thumbs up button to show your support, to show that you are here, to show that you good. So thank you very much. And welcome to all those that are coming in. Thank you for your subscription. It's It's a blessing. Thank you very much. Thank you. I looking awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. And life was youth and ooh, what in the okay then. I am doing a pie. I was just talking about many persons talk about like the shepherd's pie and things like that. But sometimes you can use all what you have left in the fridge. You may have chicken and you use the chicken. You have a bit of just about anything. You just put them together and you there goes. You have a pie. For the vegan now, because there are persons who uses vegan. For the vegan pie, we realize that persons do not eat. Honestly, I don't even understand all of the vegan people, what they eat, what they don't eat, what, because there are some things that vegan persons digest, which for me, not suitable. But for the vegan pie, you can use the same, you can use the same sweet potato. What did I say that was rude a while ago? Is that directed to me? Oh, sorry, maybe it's not directed to me. Okay. Um, yeah. Hi, Stacy, how art thou? Thank you for being in the kitchen. I love the kitchen. I love you. I love all of you when you came in the kitchen. You helped me to cook. And it helped me to, explain things too. So you have never came to this kitchen and leave the way you come. Because there are always something that I explained, something you did not maybe realize it could have happened that way. Stacy Hill, it's a mother. Oh, okay. Thank you. Good. All right. I know sometimes we need to be respectful to each other. And that is what this channel advocates. Respect for each and everyone. Stacy, I am doing a pie. I'm doing a sweet potato pie. And here am I explaining to say you can have, for the persons that eat meat, you have a bit of piece of chicken leaf here, a piece of beef leaf there, and instead of just throwing them out, as long as if they are not too aged in there, you got just get them together, put them together, and you can have a pie. For the people who use that vegan, careful here, girl. The vegan persons, they are not going to be having the meat or yeah, little is much when God is in it. They're not going to be having the meat, but there are so many things that they can have. You can use the bean or the peas for your vegan pie. And all the vegetables, and you have not, when I said all, listen to this one. There are some vegetables that it's pure water. So it's best like baking it. You can use your pumpkin for the vegan people. You use it non-vegan as well. Yes, I drank coffee, but not on a regular basis, my sweetie. It's a family the Pontius. Oh, it's okay. Right. So the persons who are vegan persons, yep, the pumpkin, potato, and peas, bean, and all the other vegetables that you can find. They make you a great pie. tasty pie. So for not no meat eaters, you can find your place in the pie street as well. You don't have to be using meat for pie. Okay? Oh, okay. Oh, we call it like the white sauce. Yeah, we call it the white sauce. And most of the time we do it for um what is the name? And we use it for it to pontuous. Yeah. It is nice when it's fixed that I know we can make it. It is good for pie. Good. So therefore, I already at this point I'm not doing a vegan one because there was some leftover chicken here and there and persons come in and stuff like that. So guess what? I decided to use them up nicely. Okay. So of course I teased up some chicken here. Let me put my let me get this down a little bit that you can see what is happening below. Okay. And this is the potato here. Now there's a you have been doing this from the other day. Why? Maybe because I love to use you too much. This thing had so much combination of it. And I just love to use this one because it can rotate. It moves when I move. So if I go that side and whatever I'm doing, it just moves. But it just decided to give some unexpected problems. Okay. Yeah. So actually, this is the potato. Now I make my own broth. This is the many vegetables that we have. Our onion and parsley, black pepper, rosemary, which is already in, and oregano. Okay. Now, for persons that love to do this, they can put their different things in. Okay. They can mix. And I'm going to do a sauce as well. Thank you for that, sweetie. You love the kitchen, don't you? So I'm going to put my onion in. And I think I should use a bigger bowl, but nevertheless. So of course I'll be doing this one. Most of the times we said, okay, we need the cheese and okay. And this is all carrot. I need this one to go actually on top. I need that to be on the top. We put a little cauliflower in, some broccolis in it, cauliflower isn't it? So we do them very, you know, I'm gonna be changing this. Just let's wait a bit. Let me change it. It's malfunctioning for what reason? I don't know why. Why is it doing this? Okay, this one has a camera right there. But the reason why I don't like using this one, because this one don't rotate. It don't give me that rotation thing. But it does carry a camera. This spindle, the one that I am on, I don't know what is going on with the inside. So if it misbehave again, then I will have to remove the phone and get it onto this one, which is much, much better. More sturdier. This one is good because I have it, I can do a lot of rotation with it. It's great in doing a lot of things, but recently I realized it start doing some crazy stuff. So okay, I get these together. And of course, along with this, I am putting some lintels. So in such doing, you are going to say you are having a very balanced meal. Lintel is very good, and I use it instead of the green peas because my green peas is run out. So I use lentils. I also use a little of a little olive oil to this. I don't know why I choose using these small containers. So of course I did not say my onion and my garlic and all the rest of things are in it. Okay. So this is one balanced meal. That goes there. put this aside. I'll mix this with the stock. And instead of using flour, there's a lot of person that uses flour to do the pie. You can, the potato have a lot of pectin in it. Hi, Kamara. Welcome. Yeah, the potato had a lot of pectin in it. So therefore, with that, you don't need a lot of flour. A lot of, oh my. Good. Let me see what is all the wrong about you. Let me find out what is all the wrong about you today. Everything that man made give trouble. Only what God made don't give that trouble. Man made things make trouble. Okay? Yes. A lot of persons use but their preference, good. If it's their preference, fine. But dealing with food, see, some things you don't really need flour in. Persons use a lot of eggs and some things say it do a binding. You're surprised to know there are things, your things have been bind without egg. All right. So I will be doing this one. And I'll be using the dry Parmesan cheese. Again, it's upside down. I guess you're getting on top of my nerves right now. You're getting on top of my nerves thing. So I use the Parmesan for that. Now you tell me, what mode are you really in? A mode to give trouble today. Let me try for the last time. Let me try and see what is happening. Okay, so this is the bottom. Okay, that's all right. I cannot understand what is happening, so let me shift you. When I understand what is happening with you, then I can deal with you. I understand. What is happening? So now this is the problem with this. You won't see much of what I am doing because this one do not do the rotation. This one is not really for the purpose it is using for now. The next one that is giving trouble is for the purpose because it moves around. I will only have to talk now. I would have to get this up onto somewhere else. So you may be wondering why I put this way. The next one is going to, I put the bottom a little bit harder. Instead of using butter, I use a drizzle of olive oil. I'm using a much smaller than the one I used to use. I was saying that surprisingly the potato can hold the thing without you're using flour. There's a lot of people who use flour to combine their thing. Honestly, you don't have to. But then it is the thing that a person knows. Let's say, if, okay, they use flour to do this or the flour to do that. Stacy. Okay, then I'll use my dry parsley to be on top. And this is no other than dill. These leaves are dill. So we use the dill on top as well. And dill give a nice flavor. Nice flavor for dill. There are some dishes that you can't do without dill. You gotta add dill to it. Okay. And last but not least, I'll add the Parmesan cheese to it. You put as much as you want. In a while, we will be having our pie. Okay, then, so here we go. And this is And that is it. A quick dinner thing. Yes, sometimes you are, yes, I can use that too. It, for me, let me tell you, for me in cooking, there are some things that I um I experiment with for myself. There are some things that persons use it as if it is conventional, that you have to use this or you have to use that. And I go through my thing and I realize that you don't have to do, and you don't have to. There are other things. I use even I use not the unsalted cod. I But that is a bit thready like. But use the snapper and this other one is good to use because it's sort of flaky. And because it is flaky. But there are some things people wouldn't use, like fish to do. No. When I tried them out, I realized they came out awesomely good. Awesomely good. That's why I said cooking is something that you learn daily. Not just going into I wrote a cookbook and you just follow all of my things step to step. No. You had to take out, add in, and see how it goes. You know? But not because I put it out there. I put it in a way that you can look at it and say, okay, because I take away, I multiply, and I and I do a lot of things. So most things that I brought out is only because I don't say, well then, put my name definitely to it to say, I did this. You know? No. But you try things. And this is how you advance yourself. You learn it, you can put it out. Sometimes you came out with a dish and person said, how did you get that? I didn't know that this could go that way and that would. Yes, it can. It can. As long as you are putting two things together or three things together that won't interfere. Like when you're saying you're taking medicine and you took this one and that one, and no, no. And so reason why I don't use powder seasoning. But you have snapper, you just clear snapper, man, and flake it out and do it. You have your there's another fish as well. Here's another one. I soon tell you that one. Right? You can do it. And you're surprised to know. As we're talking about the sauce, yes, and you do your different things and you make it, right? And each time when I came in my kitchen elsewhere, to do with kitchen, it's all to do with kitchen. So I don't entertain any other argument. If you're not talking about kitchen, then we're not talking. When you saw me in the kitchen, it's all about the kitchen. Everything that is done for the kitchen, in and for the kitchen. Because you learn. And that's how we learn as we go. Knowledge is not something that you bottle up for yourself. Knowledge is something that you share. By sharing, you don't mind when you share it if the person turn a trillionaire or off it. That's fine. That's fine. You felt good to know that, of course, you could share this and somebody else can use it and benefit themselves. Okay? So that is how it go, man. As I was saying, for the person that is a no meat eater, you have to do the other by using your grains. And the bean is one very good one to use. You use your bean. Good. You know? So use up your red snapper, man. That's good because I as much as you see me doing the chicken, I am not a meat lover. I'm not really a meat lover. I'm more a fish person. I will eat fish 24/7. Never tired. I use all the same big red snapper. I use the head of it and I boil soup with it. Person say you can't use fish to do pea soup. I use the head and I make soup with it. And it's pea soup. What so nice. You know, we have to change up the things them. And I am glad when persons love their kitchen because guess what? Even if you eat from the outside, there must be a time when you are in your kitchen, provided things from your kitchen, to your kitchen. We have plantain, and these plantain sometimes get a little overripe. I don't throw them out. I make cake with them. And you'd not believe how nice. Not because I'm the one who do it, but others person who eat it. You rarely use the plantain. Oh yes, we use plantain. I dried the banana. And this is banana flour. This is banana flour. Let's peel the green banana. At home, I would use the sun for dehydration. But because I am not getting the sun, as I use the oven and dehydrate it. So I just put the oven on the lowest number and left it there, and it's being dehydrated. And then I use the bullet and I ground it to powder. When persons are saying banana cake, and I said to them, green banana flour can make you a cake, a nice fruit cake. And persons was like, no, I don't think so. I said, really? This is your flour, and this is from green banana. Yep. I use it and I make some. If you go on my page, you will see some fruit cakes there. It's banana, like this. The only difference with this, when you're baking with it, you cannot give it the amount of degree. So if you're going to bake a 350, you got to cut down to 3. Because what happened, it's lighter than the wheat flour. So it's easily burnt if you don't know what you're doing. And that was happened to me the first time. I baked this cake. I remember as a little girl, I used to see my people peel the banana, put it on the zinc out in the sun. In Jamaica, I am talking about. And it's dry, and they use it to do porridge, especially for babies. They would do this and have it do porridge for babies. And that didn't resonate anything because you were a child. So, but after I became an adult and been moving around, after be dealing with kitchen, after I went to do my degree in, and one day I remember that, oh, I remember I'm gonna try this thing. But I wasn't thinking of porridge, no way. So I got the banana. But there is some banana that you use, it would be white like this. Some of the banana is creamy. The flour look creamy, not like cream white, like what you call that? Cream white, something like that. And I tried one of the banana and I realized that, okay, I want it to be white. And they have a banana, they call it frog banana. It's up here in the, I don't know the next, whenever I went back to the store, I must look what name they gave it. But they call it frog banana at home because it's short and stocky, and when you cook it, it's so nicely eaten. So I bought some. And I peeled them out and put them in the sun, and they dried, man. I said, okay. So I throw them in my bullet. And next I get some nice white flour out of it. I said, good. I was invited to a food fair. And they gave me my dish that I should present. And I said, okay. And I sit and I thought about it very well. I said, good. I am going to make a banana cake, fruit cake. And that I did. I uses it with what dish they gave me to present. And I went to my booth the morning and I lay out my things. Even the OATT apple, I used the OATT apple to make a wine. I brought the wine with me. That wasn't an instant wine. When I took that wine with me, it was 1 year or something, about here or something old. And I lay out my things, and everybody, the cake was the first catch. So I cut my cake, put it up on a little piece and taste, and they asked. They couldn't fathom what. They said, it's not flour make this. I said, nope. This is not wheat flour. And they went and they called their friends, the wine testers. They came around, and everybody who was doing the judging that day. And they asked me, I said, banana, but what I did, I took some of the green banana with me to put beside it what it is. And I said, it's only ripe banana I know make cake, so will I surprise you today? And everybody wanted the recipe. And everybody wanted me. And I remember, don't give away your little thing down the bottom, The fine writing, you don't give away your recipe. Not so. Because guess what? This was big companies. And big companies decide to employ me to get the preparation of the banana for them, to put it out there and make a good advertisement. Of course, I wouldn't be using my bullet. The banana would be dehydrated, would be very crispy and used. And this is big company. You know how much places I went and I saw the banana cake? After, my phone could not rest with phone calls. The banana cake. The banana cake. So there are many things that we can do, and when we do it, as I said, we have to make the trial and we see how it work out. Right? So if I do a banana flour cake, fruit cake and give to you, or plain cake, you wouldn't know that that is it. Tasty, very good. So that this is all about what cooking kitchen is all about. And I'm fascinated with doing these things because I look at things and said, let me try this and see how it works. And then you get something out of it. You get something out of it. You can use the green plantain to do it, which you'll be getting a different texture. You can use the ripe banana, which you will be getting a different texture. And as long as you want this to keep, you can keep this. No preservative, no additives, nothing went in it. Just the work. It's all went in it. Yeah. So yes, my dear, you try. I was doing and that's the same thing when I decided to get on my sewing machine. The same thing I do. I went into the store and I look at the styles and I observe what they cut, how they do it, and yeah. I'm a person that I love to work with my hands. Yeah. I cherish what my hands give. I love to work with my hands. And I'll just look at it before G-string came out, big and bold. I sat one day and I said, but it would be so uncomfortable wearing stuff like that. But you know, just idly I sat and I cut out the Andes and whatever, and I decided to put one like that. But that I didn't establish it. But the next thing I know, I went into stores and saw that was the hot on the market. Every woman need until so I said, okay, if woman is wearing G-string, men can wear G-string too. So one day I cut out one. I love working on my hands, but it's not everything I do advertise. Sometimes you're surprised to know the things I can do. I do them. And my girls, maybe they're a little bit faster than me. Out of my two girls, maybe they are a little bit faster. It's only one like drape and so. And we design drapes and things like that. And she will say, oh, and she, yeah. But the others, it don't matter what work I do, no matter what job I have, I always, at home, I teach so many persons some of the things in the kitchen to bake the pastry, and I do, yeah. So cooking is all about trials and error. If you go to do omic, the amount of things that dump, Because guess what? You know, you do this, may not came out properly. As one day, this young lady went to school in a home ec class and she took everything that they asked her to. And she was making an orange cake. And somebody mischievously took the granulated sugar that she took for her cake and put salt there. Maybe the person went and instead of getting granulated sugar, he got salt. And not paying any attention, they put salt. So you know the thing, you're rubbing up the sugar and butter and all of that done with the salt. And when it's finished and the tasting time, it was salt. And that cake came out so pretty. Hi, Omar, how you doing? I look hot today? All right. Eh, the cake color come out so pretty. The texture so good, but could not be eaten. Yeah, because it's salt. Yeah, so kitchen is trial and error. It's trial and error thing. Yeah. We try until we get it. And when we get it, we master it. Omar, you're not barbecuing any chicken today. You need to barbecue some chicken. Yes, Stacy, the kitchen is nice. And I love to see men in the kitchen. Britt, how you doing, girl? You're not cooking today? You're not you're not teaching today? Hmm? I need to teach today. Right. Or your students is already gone home. Hey, I'm just checking on this thing here. It's gonna take me a good 45 minutes before it is so ready. Okay? So I am yeah, so this is some of the things We we invent. And take up this flour. I am going to bake a cake with it. Um, in a good while. And you just do it just like you use the other flour. Artist, what are you doing? Welcome to the kitchen. To the kitchen, to the kitchen. I am good. I love when you all are in the kitchen with me, yeah? I love it. Especially men. I like when men in kitchen. Because some men, it's not that they wouldn't cook, but they are just afraid they did the wrong thing. And they're always telling you, so you gotta stand with them. Yes, giving thanks. Thank him so much that, all is intact. All my faculties are intact. So, and I hope you are too. Okay? It is so good. It is such a beautiful thing to be in the kitchen, what I'm cooking today. And I know how to cook. Good. Thumbs up. It's not that men wouldn't cook, Believe me, some men like to cook. They watch you cook. And of course, they will try. But sometimes some men is like, if you have them in the kitchen with you, yeah. I believe you. I believe you because guess what? The other day I did a cornbread and it did not come out wonderfully good. For some reason I thought I put too much cornmeal in it. And that was my problem. But it was good, it tastes good, except the texture I am looking for, I did not get that. So I won't beat you with that one. Yeah. Yes. What I honestly like to see men. What call artist next time? Or all right, I will. I will. For some reason, I remember when I was growing up, when the cornbreads they used to have, they weren't heavy, and they used to have them in little breads. But they were good. But I just find out my mistake with the cornbread. I put too much cornmeal in it. So it give me something, but not what I am looking for. Ostra. What it gave me is not what I was looking for. So I didn't get my texture that I really wanted. The other day I did a plantain cake as well. And in spite, I know I still did it. Because I didn't want to put the mixture down and then I do get back to it to use it. And because I do the rye plantain cake, when you're doing it, you can't use a lot of flour in it. A very small amount of flour, as if when you're baking a real fruit cake for wedding. A lot of person don't realize that wedding fruit cake is much different from the other fruit cake. Wedding fruit cakes, you just put a small amount of flour and you have the soda runny and that's it. But because I didn't want to throw it away, I know if I put it down, put it in the fridge, I wouldn't get back to it within a time. So I just dump everything in it. So it came out hard like pudding. But it was cake. So I just changed it up and said, okay, this is plantain pudding. That is how it go, you know, you. Yeah, and I tell you, persons know that you can cook, they will always call you. They will call you to some most of the times persons will call and would they like you to do three persons, you do the soup or whatever. But I just love cook. Believe me, I love the kitchen. That's a part of my DNA. I love the kitchen very much. I came in and I look around and I open these cupboard and I look in them and I said, what must I do? Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, yeah. So cooking is nice. And I love to see when persons can handle themselves in the kitchen. They can't handle themselves in the kitchen, nobody can give you nonsense. No. Women handle themselves in the kitchen. You can sit down and you can go to the pastry shop and look at what they have there. And you just challenge yourself. Just look at it and you just challenge yourself and said, I can do it. And you just get home and you just start doing. Yeah. And what I love to do, I love to do the things from scratch. I love to do it from the beginning. Because of that, I don't purchase the cake mix. The cake mix flour and thing that is already having the raisin agent and the this and the that. No, I don't purchase them because if I purchase them, it's like using your computer, your tablet, or your phone, and you have a math problem to work out, and you just bang on it, and the answer came up. You don't know how you get the answer. You don't know how they get the answer. So that is what with when you bought the cake mix. They already have these things in it. Although the label will be telling you this ingredient and this and that, you love to do it yourself. And you found out what went wrong here, how can I correct it, and all the rest of it. So it's not that I don't want to work smarter and not order. But where food is concerned, I love to take the long route, the order route to know it. Yeah. So many times you went in there, okay, all you have to do, you just mix, grease your pan, put it in. You don't know. You don't know. It don't work out so for me. So I like to know. And if somebody should call me in the week, I somebody called me sometimes ago. They were decorating a cake, and it's a fruit cake. And so each time they put on the sugar, the wine seeps through. So instead of you having it white, it means that there was so much wine in the cake, and I think she have icing the cake a little bit too quick. So I said to her, when she baked the cake, what she should have done is dust it with some of the icing sugar. So she called me and said, what should I do? I don't know how to get this cake out. She said, okay, then let's pop the cake into the fridge, dust it with your sugar, and leave it for a little while. And you saw that it's consumed it, you dust it again until you get it where you can do the icing. She did that because she was so frustrated and she called somebody else and they didn't know what to do and all the rest of it. What she did when she baked the cake, she pumped wine over the cake. So that wine is there, and by the time you put on when you go baking into the air fryer, if you don't careful, the air fryer burnt your things because it went so fast. Okay then, artists, have a good one. See you. I won't. Why would I do that? See you later. Have a good one. Okay, it is almost time. Okay, time is up on me. All right, I will have to close this part of the kitchen for now. Thank you for being here. It's almost time for me to go. 18, 19, 20. So I give like 2 minutes more and I will have to go. My time has come to go. Thank you for being here with me. It's a pleasure to have you. And for the many persons that have been here, um, thank you for the sauce you told me about. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the participants today. We chat. Yes, it's all about the kitchen. Good. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And remember now, if you can't be good, be careful. Love yourself because no one is going to love you as the way you love yourself. When you love yourself, you treat yourself well. You're good to yourself. Okay? So, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We will speak later on something, somewhere, somehow, somebody. All right? So have a good one. Thank you very much for joining me again. And for those that are out of my time zone, have a good one. LWA, how are you? I gave you a big shout out over there the in lot in London. In London. All right. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. All of you, take good care of yourself. Thanks for the support. Thanks.